Hey my pet parents, and welcome back to It's Andretta. This is a special video. I always get asked what dog food should I be feeding my dog, and I know it can become overwhelming trying to pick what's the best dog food for your dog. So I decided to break it down, make it simple, tell everyone exactly what dog food to buy based on your dog's breed. Welcome to my new series, What Dog Food Should I Buy? So with that question being asked, today we're going to focus on what is the best dog food for an Australian Shepherd. And let me tell you that the answer to this question only depends on three things. And those three things are, is your dog a puppy, an adult, or are they in their senior years? That's it. Nothing more. Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. Those are the three things that matter the most when picking out your dog's food. Now, Aussie puppies, they are just the most adorable thing. But we have to pick a dog food that has just the right amount of calcium in order for them to develop at the right speed so that we don't create a problem down the line. Now, when we're talking about an adult Aussie, it's a little bit easier. Adult Aussies, they do extremely well on any quality dog food, and I'm talking high quality. And it could be wet food as well as dry food. But the key here is when you're looking for dog food for them, you need to make sure that the dog food is balanced and nutritious. Now, when we get to our senior Aussies, on the other hand, they need just a tad bit more protein, but then you need to bring their calorie level down. Their calories need to be lower just because their movement may be a little bit lower. So we don't want them to eat higher calories and start to gain weight because that's going to cause more problems as well. However, that protein level needs to be increased just a tad bit during those Aussie senior years. Knowing the age-related differences is one of the most critical things you're going to use when you're trying to pick out your dog's food. Now, be mindful that there is no official nutritional standard for each breed. It's just super important that you pick a dog food that matches the nutritional life stage of your Aussie. All right, so let me break down the three life stages. For your dog to be considered an Aussie puppy in their puppy years, they're going to be anywhere from under 12 months, under a year, all the way up to 15 months. So some vets think that right at that 12-month mark, they're considered an adult, but some vets think they give them a little bit more time to get up to that 15-month mark. So it just depends on what your vet goes by. Now, when we're talking about their adult years, anything, we can just start at the 15-month mark. 15 months up is going to be considered an adult Aussie. And then their senior years is going to start once they get to that 7th year of age. Once your Aussie reaches that 7th year, you're going to start to see some changes. It may not happen immediately. It may happen down the line. But just know that they're going to be considered in your vet's eyes as a senior dog. Now that we got that out the way, let me give you my top recommendations for each life stage. For the puppies, I highly recommend the Wellness Complete Health Large Breed Puppy. It is excellent for your growing puppies. I like that the protein that it derives from is mostly chicken meal, and salmon meal. Also like that in their puppy food brand that they have a lot of omega-3s. They also have a lot of DHA-rich fatty acids, and that's coming from the salmon oil that they add in there. If you watched my last video, you saw of how much I rave about adding salmon oil into your dog's food, and I can link the brand here as well. But it already comes in this dog food during the puppy stage of life for them so that they're getting it already. And if you're asking why, Andretta, do they need that salmon oil? That's because it's going to help support their growing brain as well as their vision development. So the DHA fatty acids are super important, and this brand has it already in there. Now, I want you to be mindful that this is a grain-inclusive formula. And remember, the main thing I said is that we need a brand, we need a dog food that doesn't have too much calcium in it because we don't want to create problems down the line for your Aussie. And this one has it. It has just the right amount of calcium that is needed for your dog to develop at the right rate. On top of all of that, I like it because it's reasonably priced, as well as has tons of recommendations from other pet parents that use it. So it's a brand that I trust. Now, let's move over to the adult Aussie. So when your dog gets into the adult Aussie stage, my recommendation for them is going to be the Blue Buffalo Life Protection brand, particularly the chicken and brown rice flavor. As always, I look and see where the protein coming from. And the proteins are coming from fresh chicken meal. At Blue Buffalo, I love that they don't put any artificial preservatives in their food. And it's fortified with antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that our dogs need at that adult stage of life in order to maintain a healthy size, weight, and developmental process. Now we're going to take it over to the senior life stage. For a meat-rich option, I'm going to go with Origin Regional Dog Food. This one is going to be considered great for all life stages. So yes, when you see something on the back that says all life stages, that means from puppy all the way up to their senior years. Now, particularly, I'm going to recommend this for your senior pups. When I look at their ingredients, they're using things like beef, lamb, and wild boar for their protein. Remember what I said in the beginning, they need a little bit higher level of protein in their dog food at this stage of life, but that calorie level doesn't need to be as high. So let's review. For the puppy Aussies, we're going to go with Wellness Complete Health Large Breed Puppy. For our adult dogs, we're going to go with Blue Buffalo Life Protection. And for our senior Aussies, we're going to go with Origin Regional Red Dog Food. And if I mess up the name, guys, please forgive me. When you're choosing the right dog food for your Australian Shepherd, remember, it's going to depend on their life stage. So no matter what you choose, make sure that it is high quality. And by that, I mean high quality ingredients. It's serving your dog, making sure they have a balanced diet that is suitable for their age as well as their nutritional needs. I'm going to put the links to each of the dog food brands that I mentioned today in the description below. That way you can check out all of the Raven reviews as well as the detailed list of what each brand offers. While you're here, don't forget to click the subscribe button as well as turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss out on what to feed your dog in the next episode. I may just be talking about your dog's breed. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.